Jai Jagannath. It is a matter of rare privilege and pride to have in our portals Professor Achyuta Samanta. Professor Samanta needs no introduction, naam hi kafi hai. But to complete a formality, let me try the almost impossible task of defining the living legend in a few words. He is a visionary, an iconic educationist, an epitome of service to humanity, a harbinger of social renaissance, an inspirational speaker, and a messiah of the marginalized. Professor Samanta has been working relentlessly for zero poverty, zero hunger, and zero illiteracy. His passion is to spread smiles, and his mission is to bring happiness. Sir, welcome to RSTV.
Thank you very much.
Sir, you lost your father at the age of 4 and had to battle against the toughest of odds. Could you share with us the years of struggle and what kept you going?
You see that definitely I share with all media interview and all people now. People have started doing research on my struggleful childhood life and also the achievements at present. Practically it is a horrible experience of poverty and hunger. In few sentences I can tell you, you can easily think of what would happen with 8 members family, 7 brothers, sisters and widow mother in one remote village of Odisha in the Cuttack district named Kalrabank, name of the village, before 45 years.
My God.
So you can easily think of what would happen before 45 years with this family.
Exactly.
Without a single pie in the hands of my widow mother.
Mother, yeah.
And poverty and hunger, if I go on describing, it takes hours together. But I explain in 2 to 3 sentences always before any media that our father, who was a very small petty worker, died from train accident when I was only 4 years old, and my youngest sister was only 1 month old. So as he was a petty worker, he had not left anything for entire 7 brothers and sisters and widow mother, 8 members family.
Right.
And our house was just like a cow shed, very small thatched house. So we had a very struggleful life from the childhood, but all members, and my mother had a very tough struggleful life because when father died she was only 39-40 years old, and she is the most beautiful lady I have ever seen, my mother. So definitely along with my mother we all worked here and there, all menial jobs here and there. At the same time we are getting education.
Right.
So in entire my struggleful life and poverty hunger, I used to speak in 2 sentences. We are so poor that we all 8 members family were not getting even 1 square meal or 2 pieces of chapati in 2 days.
My God.
And my mother had no second pair of sari to change after bath. So that type of poverty I had experienced, and God is very kind to me. Through the same person, now millions of marginalized people or millions of children, people are getting bread and butter every day.
True.
So it's a very, and at that time, you know, neither Odisha was developed, nor there was any globalization, nor any welfare schemes from the government like the way at present. Nowadays, if one boy or girl is poor, it is known to many help will
Come. Right.
come. But at that time, before 45 years, 48 years, now I am 53. So it is a very Herculean tax we have taken, all members, and very gruesome experience with respect to poverty and hunger.
So then what kept you going? What was that strength? What was that willpower?
Willpower is that to come to the society mainstream through education, to stand on our own feet. So we did that without any deviation from our path. Because you know, whenever any child is without any hand on his head,
Yes.
there are a lot of deviations.
He can go astray.
Definitely, without fail.
Without fail, yes.
But it is destiny. It is God's destiny. He has taken care of my life, particularly out of the 7 brothers and sisters, such a nice way by which He has to execute so much whatever I have been executing for the last 26 years for the poor tribal children of the country or the state.
So are you saying that you are the means devised by the Lord
I
to
am
reach out to the
I am not
millions.
after knowing my struggleful childhood story and knowing my achievements, even foreigners, those who don't believe Almighty or God, they are also of the same opinion.
Right.
This is only His blessings, and I am doing.
Right.
And I can cite in this context you must have seen in the media the comments of our Honorable Home Minister Rajnath Singh ji when he addressed in the public in KISS.
Yeah.
So he told he is a God-sent person working here in the form of a human being. I have never seen such type of person, such type of work in my life, though I have traveled the entire globe. So this is the general comment of each and every VVIP visiting kit and kids. It is not my comment.
Right.
That's why I used to tell it is only his creation. I am just instrument or medium to implement the entire things. Whatever the people are now surprised or salute the entire work we have been doing for the last 26 years.
Sir, to begin with your awesome journey, now you started Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, or KIT as it is famously known, with a seed capital of rupees 5,000. So what were those steps from that level to
You
this
see,
huge achievement?
after my struggleful life of childhood, then I continued master's program in chemistry in Banibia. Then immediately I got the lectureship job in one government aided college in chemistry, my subject. So while I was doing my lectureship, etc., it was always in my mind to do something for the poor people of the state or for the society. So just casually I started both the organizations, not only one, Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, famously known as KIT or KIT University, and also Kalinga Institute of Social Science, KISS.
KISS.
So both the organization KIT and KISS, we have started with only 5,000 rupees in my pocket in 2 rented house in 92-93. So it is again best entrepreneurship, or you can say startup. Now the famous word is going on across the India or beyond India. Startup.
Yeah.
At that time it was a startup with only 5,000 rupees in my pocket.
Possibly this is the most famous or the most successful
definitely.
startup in at least on Indian soil.
It is the most successful startup, most successful entrepreneurship, most successful education work, social work. People are telling so many
Adjectives
words.
to describe.
Yeah.
So I particularly want to talk about KISS.
Yeah.
It is a fully free and fully residential tribal institute, which is the largest of its kind in the world. It is a home for 37,000 tribal children.
Yeah.
Now, what was your inspiration here?
You see, I had the best experience of poverty and hunger. How poverty and hunger kills one child.
Yeah.
I hope I have the best experience.
True.
That's why I have given a slogan to my KISS tribal children: poverty creates illiteracy, literacy eradicates poverty.
Very nice, very nice.
Why? Only because of poverty. The moment one is educated, entire things is taken care of. I am the best example before the entire world.
True.
Unless until I am educated, today I would not have sat before you or giving this interview for the information of the entire people.
Yes.
So that's why I know that how poverty kills everything. So best solution, permanent solution, or best happiness, everything is the quality education again.
Right.
Nowadays I used to tell quality education, not only education. So that's why keeping in these things in my mind. And when we started, we know the Odisha is dominated by tribals.
Correct.
Approximately 1/4 population belong to this category.
Yeah.
And they were the most neglected, deprived, marginalized, isolated, everything, whatever word you can speak.
Bilkul.
And before 25 years, 26 years.
Yes. True.
It is not now. Before 26 years, nobody has thought of
them.
that tribals can be brought to the mainstream with this method.
Yeah.
And because we all know the tribals not only live in isolation, they live with the dense forest, with the nature, with their own dreams.
Correct.
They don't feel the importance of education.
Correct.
So at that time, one person of 26-year-old, Achyut Samant, could dare to bring them from the dense forest, to put them in a decent life in the Bhubaneswar capital city.
Yeah.
When they were of the mind that our kidney will be sold, our eyes will be sold, our children will be sold, because you know the tribals live with superstition.
Yeah. Superstition, ignorance,
Everything.
fear, apprehension, everything is.
So at that time, we could try, we could dare, we could bring them to the mainstream, we could sustain. now entire world salutes. In true sense, it is the largest and biggest institute for the tribals in the entire world. Guinness Book of World Record have already given 3 certificates, and it has become recently the first ever tribal university in the world exclusively for the tribal children. That too, first ever university which is fully free, fully residential.
Fantastic. So if I were to, see, you have achieved so much, but is this something closest to your heart?
Closest to my heart is KISS, because I have so many contribution to the society. KIT, KISS, Kadambini, film line, art, literature, culture.
Many. But somehow I get the feeling that when you are speaking, the kind of passion, the kind of emotion there is,
it is
the connect
KISS.
there is, that is, I think, most for our tribal brothers and sisters.
Because-
And what you have done is life transforming, societal transforming.
12,000 already pass out.
Yeah, and
27,000 now pursuing the education.
yeah,
Again, for your kind information, you must be aware of about the achievements of children of KISS. It's not a question of just to throw some food, clothes or education.
No.
It's a question of complete transformation in their lives.
True.
They are best in sports and athlete in the country.
I was about to come to that, sir, because you were mentioning in the interview that you are training them for rugby and
All sports
hockey
athletes,
and other
all,
sports and
all.
Nobody could have thought that they can get into the mainstream and also, their talent can be used, the energy can be used for sports. Now, this is a very visionary kind of thought.
Now, not only we have created huge sports infrastructure for our KISS children, but also we have produced approximately 500 KISS children, those who are in national and international team in almost all the sports arena.
This is fantastic, sir. This is hugely awesome.
So, that's why I used to tell them it's a question of opportunity. If opportunity given, children from the lesser gods excel like anything. That has been proved in KISS, because they were deprived, so they are not getting an opportunity, they are totally.
Yeah.
But the moment they got the opportunity, in all aspects, academics, they are also the best. In other innovative projects, they have also got President Award. In sports athlete, they are also good. So, these are huge things.
So, I would also like to add another dimension to it. Not only are you empowering or getting the tribal children to the mainstream, you are doing so much for the country. If these children come to the mainstream and they excel in sports, now India's sports, that will improve to such an extent, because they have the DNA to do great.
You are very right. You see, KISS has solved many problems. If 37 to 40,000 tribal children would not have been taken care of by the KISS since 92,
Right.
5,000 tribal children would have been joined in Naxalism.
Easily.
Girls would have been the human trafficking.
Human trafficking, yeah.
5,000 would have been died out of malnutrition and many diseases. After all, they would have been the liabilities to the state or the country or the society. Now they have become the assets after education.
True.
They will be the taxpayer. Before that, they are the tax consumer. Now they are the taxpayer.
Yeah.
The number of students pass out, 90% have joined in the different government jobs, as there is a reservation for their jobs.
Yeah.
So there is.
So it is a multiplier effect for the nation, for the economy, for the society. So
Once one poor child or any poor child is educated, their next generation will not suffer the way their parents or they are suffering.
true.
This is my feeling, sorry.
Great, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, let me now shift my emphasis to the art of giving. The very term is so,
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it has caught the imagination of the people. Could you elaborate on this exceptional philosophy of yours?
You see, art of giving is a philosophy of life just to spread peace and happiness among the people in the society
Right.
across the globe. I have given birth to this concept, art of giving, out of my own experience from my childhood. On the 17th May, before 5 years, 2018.
Uh-huh.
So we are going to celebrate the 5th anniversary of
Fifth
Art of
anniversary.
Giving, 17th May 2018. It does not cost anything to anybody. It is just to spread this peace and happiness to one and all. Anything you extend for anybody, that is the quality of art of giving.
Right.
Art of giving does not mean just to give money or wealth or something. It should be in any form. Even if I am telling some sweet words to you, and definitely it gives some happiness to you.
Happiness to me, yes.
So that is the art of giving.
Yeah.
So that concept I have been propagating across the globe. I have officially launched in more than 30 countries and more than 210 places in the India. And this year also art of giving theme is very nice. Theme is like this: Pyar Bhara Pack, feeding with love.
Oh, great.
So this will be celebrated in 500 places in the entire globe. That thousands and thousands, or I can say millions, in entire Odisha, 3 million people and children, poor children, are getting the quality food on the 17th May. Besides, more than 5 to 7 millions across the country and the globe. Because it is people's contribution and people's participation. I am not giving any money to anybody else. People will contribute and people will participate and people will enjoy.
See, you've put it so beautifully. I read a line somewhere that you give to live and you live to
Yeah,
give.
live to give.
In just one sentence, you have given the entire concept, the credo, the philosophy. And if this is internalized, I think the society would improve so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially in the present context.
In the present materialistic context,
Exactly.
this art of giving generally plays a very vital role. In this age, people never ask any other unless until they have some self-interest.
Correct.
So my entire achievements I give to the quality of art of giving. If you see my childhood story in the YouTube, you will find, though I was brought up in the midst of severe poverty, whatever I was earning out of my daily hard work, I was giving 1 rupee or 25 paise in those days to my friends for having tea and at that time known as small snacks, piyaji.
Piyaji, yeah.
So this is the quality I have been culture since my childhood. And I have been, whatever I am today, the quality is art of giving.
Great, fantastic.
Otherwise, you can see a running kiss in such a huge way is the best example of the art of giving.
Correct.
Unless until I have that much of art of giving quality, I would have amassed much wealth.
I know.
Instead of giving to this entire year.
Yeah.
It is published in all the national newspaper and media.
Right.
The poorest MP in the Rajya Sabha, though I have created assets more than 10,000 crores per kit, and turnover is more than 1,200 crores per annum. But I have never taken a single pie for myself. This is the best example of art of giving I have been practicing.
So now I have to go back to the viewers and I have to read out some of your achievements. So you've been conferred with 37 honorary causa doctorate awards.
Yeah.
You have been awarded the Gussie Peace Prize International, the highest civilian award from Bahrain. What an honor. You have won over 50 national and international awards and over 200 state honors and accolades. You were conferred the National Award for the Welfare of Children 2016 by the Honorable President of India. You were honored with the first ever Kautilya Award by the Indian Economic Association.
Yeah.
You are now the Rajya Sabha member from BJD, as I mentioned. Your achievements are, staggering. They are stupendous. They are outstanding. What now, sir? What is the road ahead for you?
Road ahead I have already cleared very nicely. That now I have been expanding the activities of KISS in 20 tribal districts of Odisha and minimum 1 branch of KISS in every state, maybe in other countries. So as I am totally dedicated to this social cause, and as you have told in the beginning, I have been working for zero poverty, zero hunger, zero illiteracy. So that I will continue with this mission till my last breath as much as possible and as far as possible.
Great, sir. So my last request to you is, what are your words of advice to our viewers?
Your viewers are much educated, elite, and more intelligent than a small man like Achyut Samant. That's the first thing. And second thing, still, as you have asked me, we should try, all of us or everybody, to do something for others, to do something for the society. It is not a question that you will give money or wealth, because you see, I have nothing in my hand when I started, when I was born. So if we think of positive, it will give good health to all of you. You see, I have been working 18 hours a day for the last 26 years without taking a single day break for pleasure, or even God has not put me on bed suffering from fever or cold even for one day.
Fantastic.
People are astonished to see my glow and everything within.
Yeah.
Why? Because I am positive mind. Try to have positive mind, then everything is taken care of.
Great, sir.
Everything is taken care of. That is my own experience and my own experiment. I can say these things because all the viewers are much intelligent than me.
So viewers, it's been a great experience talking to Professor Achyuta Samanta, and what he has said in such simple words, that be positive, try to share positivity. But I would also like to add what he talked about, art of giving. I think that's my takeaway. Give to live and live to give. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.